I'm a child of the wind. Even Daddy said so. We used to race and I would always win. And he'd say, run, baby, run. Run like the wind. That's it, the wind. Memory is a most unusual thing. Sunday. Well, Bookie dear, at the close of this first day and first Sunday of a brand new year, I find myself seeking thee. It's such a comfort in the still hours of the night to have a chat with one so easy to chat with. I remember the loud sounds, the shouting, the many voices of men, all pitches, low to high, high to low, and grumbled. As if it was yesterday, I am a child of the wind. Even Daddy said so. We used to race and I would always win. And he'd say, run, baby, run, run like the wind. That's it, the wind. Memory is the most unusual thing. Monday. We had just gone to church that day. Mama so loved that church. Though she found the pastor sometimes tired, but she went in praise and peace for all God's children. We always had to sit in the very back, dressed in our very best. It seemed wrong, but was pretended as right. Daddy used to say, grown people always playing pretend just to get through the saddest of lives. I'm pressing on the upward way, new heights I'm gaining every day. Still praying as I'm onward bound. Lord, plant my feet on higher ground. I could to the close of this day tire and ready to lay me down to sleep, yet I find it hard to go to sleep. I thank God for keeping me from violence. I am a child of the wind. Even Daddy said so. We used to race and I would always win. And he'd say, run, baby, run. Run like the wind. That's it, the wind. Memory is the most unusual thing. Tuesday. Life goes on like the mighty waters on its way to the Gulf, sometimes calm, sometimes dashing, waves high, peaceful still. He calmed the sea once with just a few words. I remember Daddy staying behind to speak with Reverend Fleetwood. It didn't appear pleasant from a distance, but Daddy was always talking sharp to somebody. Not in some mean way, just, in that way that he was letting them know that he was really listening. In that old soldier way of his, he was so scarred by that war, haunted by ghosts in the far-off corners of his mind that I could never quite decipher. I am a child of the wind. Even Daddy said so. We used to race and I would always win. And he'd say, run, baby, run. Run like the wind. That's it, the wind. Memory is a most unusual thing. Wednesday. Her eyes would light up and lips curl when she told me of the heaven where black folks could enter any of the 12 pearly gates. And they walked on streets of gold, and they all had shoes. She could tell stories with such humor and grace, and she would often sing to me. I got shoes, they got shoes, everybody's got shoes. When I get to heaven, gonna put on the shoes, gonna walk all over that heaven, heaven. As the shades of night close in and the day passes into the great beyond, I find myself at the end of another. I haven't been too busy, just going along. My last glimpse was seeing her candy-colored skin lit up by that bright, hot light. She was on her knees, head down, in a prayer that seemed was not being heard. Daddy in a stance, ready to defend what he felt was his right to be. The house of God, they said, was no place for the mixing of races. Some of those voices I could make out. Mr. Hancock of the dry goods store, Mr. Hart of the livery stable, and even Daddy's cousin Thompson McCall, whose voice I could always recognize because it always seemed pitched to the lowest of the low. And he still had that accent that spoke of another faraway place that he couldn't hide even if he wanted to. I am a child of the wind, even Daddy said so. We used to race and I would always win. And he'd say, run, baby, run. Run like the wind, that's it, the wind. Memory is the most unusual thing. Thursday, a love you miss for an eternity. I am a child of the wind, even Daddy said so. We used to race and I would always win. And he'd say, run, baby, run. Run like the wind, that's it, the wind. Memory is the most unusual thing. Peace be still. So many a restless body is given peace one way or the other. Do Lord, do remember me. Do Lord, oh do you remember me? Do Lord, oh do you remember me? Do Lord, oh do you remember me? Friday. God forgive me and help me get myself straight. Those sounds. Between moments of silence, I could see bright light and the movement of some kind of ritual. They were all wearing those strange hoods over their heads again. I could smell the smell of those embers as strong as I stand here today. Flaming, shining, bright. I've never been so frightened before or since. Mama told me to hide. Those voices of those loud men getting ever more ferocious, it seemed. And sometime later, Mama dashed in and told me to run towards our heavenly place. That was code for our favorite giant poplar tree, not far from where Imogene's white play cousin would call the wicked side of town. It was so big and majestic. Mama used to say it could touch the stars beyond even the devilish of moons. So I ran and I ran and I ran and I ran and I ran till I couldn't run no more. I am a child of the wind, even Daddy said so. We used to race and I would always win. He'd say, run baby run, run like the wind, that's it, the wind. Memory is the most unusual thing, Saturday. Well, dearie, I'm just living, no excitement nor entertainment. May God's blessings be with us through the night. All's well that ends well, so I've heard. I wish I could feel myself again. I am a child of the wind, even Daddy said so. We used to race and I would always win. And he'd say, run baby run, run like the wind, that's it, the wind. Memory is the most unusual thing. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I thought maybe Mama would come looking for me. I'm not sure what was happening, but if I do recall, I could hear Mama screaming his name in a defeated kind of lovesickness as I ran. I was so scared, but I knew they would find me. I'd never been so hungry. Daddy taught me how to fashion a knife out of a stick, and I tried to catch me a rabbit, but that old rabbit was faster than me. One day I came out of the clearing and I started exploring the edges of the woods, and there was this oddly covered plate. I pulled back the fabric and it was dripping with gravy and biscuits and grits and fatback. I knew it might be a trap, but my stomach defied me, and it became routine. Each day it would be set further out of reach, and each day I would inch a bit closer towards home, a new home, home, a new home, home, a new home. I am a child of the wind, even Daddy said so. We used to race, and I would always win, and he'd say, run baby, run, run like the wind, that's it, the wind. Memory is the most unusual thing. One day, I never knew how they found me in those woods, but their love drew me close somehow. I never saw Mama again, and I somehow knew that Daddy had walked on. Many years later, I had heard that Mama had died in the asylum. It hurt me so. I prayed she wasn't taken in her lonesomeness. Those hooded bastards beat her senseless to the point where she could not remember their transgressions. That's good, I suppose. I am a child of the wind, even Daddy said so. We used to race and I would always win. And he'd say, run baby, run, run like the wind. That's it, the wind. Memory is the most unusual thing. Someday, as the evening shades are drawn and this day comes to an end, I am reminded that the shades of life are being drawn with me. My physical windows will soon be darkened. As I sit here and try and write, my mind has gone many places. I am not the person I have been. Well, things could be worse. It's so long for now. Forgive us, we pray. Forgive us, we pray. Forgive us, we pray. I am a child of the wind, even Daddy said so. We used to race and I would always win, and he'd say, run baby, run, run like that wind. That's it, the wind. Memory is the most unusual thing. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Thank you.